Do you remember this? Well, I certainly do. A few years back, I remember that this flip phone was something that everybody wanted to have. And if you look back now, a few years later, it's nowhere to be seen. I don't even remember the last time I even saw one. But these are examples of fads. And what fads are things that seem to be trending and they are hot in the market and everybody seemingly has one. And at the time that they are out, everybody wants to get one. And so it most of the time we're put in this situation where we have peer pressure and we are forced to get involved in the fad. Now, every age group has a fad. There are some, fads that everybody participates in, but there are some specific ones that are particular to age groups. For instance, if you're in high school, the fad might be, dating or maybe drinking alcohol if your friends are doing it, or if it's cool at that particular time. Or if you're in college, the fad might now be, going out clubbing or doing something else that everybody is doing and seems to be cool, and everybody who's doing it seems to be referred to as a cool person. Now, I've no problem against fads. Every age group has a fad. What I have a problem with are things that people get involved in that are time wasters. And this is why I say this, because like we looked at the idea of the cell phone and we had the flip phone, and now we had the BlackBerry, and now we have the iPhone. These are things that are, at the time that they come out, they seem to be really important, and it almost seems like your life depends on it. Like you have to absolutely have it. You have to do this. But then if you look back now, a few years later, if you look back at the example of this cell phone, nobody wants a flip phone. It's the same thing. You might be in college, or for instance, you might be in high school and you might get involved in something, and then you realize that a few years later, what you thought was important is not as important as you thought if you look in the larger scheme of things. So that's why you're supposed to have this mindset that certain things are fads and they are going to pass away. And if you can hold your own ground and stay steadfast in what you believe in, you could be saved from wasting your time and getting involved in something that's not going to bring you life and fulfillment. So then the most important question then becomes, how can one avoid being trapped into the cycle, what I call the cycle of fads? Well, the first important thing that you need to do is you need to stay true to your values. You have where you want to go in life. You have things that define you, and a lot of the time we get involved in stuff that does not necessarily, for instance, goes against our values that we're taught as young adults, and some of the things that we respect, and we just get into this culture, getting engrossed into doing different things and saying different things because we want to fit into a particular group. It's very important that we stay true to our values. And the other thing that I think is really important in staying, ultimately avoiding fads, is be authentic. Some of these things, they cause you, or they require you to change your character and change your personality, and perhaps so that you can fit into a particular group. But once you're authentic and you say, I don't drink, or I don't go out at a certain time, I have to study at a certain time, I have to do this, then you're less likely to get enticed and get engrossed into that circle of fads. And then you have to have people around you, friends, that are going to inspire where you want to be in life, and that's going to play a major role in making sure that you're not really enticed by the quote-unquote cool group, and that's going to save you a lot. And now there's no question that everybody is enticed by fads. I see the iPhone and I want to get one every year. I see a new pair of jeans and I want to get one every year. But I know in a couple of years I'll probably have a new model or a new way of doing things. Or for instance, if I want to go to the night, I might want to go to the nightclub right now, but I also know that I have to study for my exam. So I have to make those decisions and see whether immediate gratification or being happy and satisfied right now is worth me sacrificing my life or my future. Now, as I said earlier on in the video, I'm not against fads. What I'm against are time wasters. So every time that you're up against something, you have to make a choice. Is this important enough for me to sacrifice my future, my or investment in my life? Because that's what you're essentially doing every day that you come out and you work out there. Once again, this is Ryan here from Now Is Right. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video and love the content. Like, share the video, and see you in the next one. Have a nice day.